I'm my brother's keeper. I'm my sister's guide. Standing here together with nothing left to hide. We lift each other up when the world feels torn apart. We're keepers of the flame. We're the healers of the heart.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to My Other's Keeper. I've got some awesome people with me today. Right next to me, I've got Ned. And right below me, I've got Bodyillusion. And right over there, I've got a whole pile of people in the chat.
Yeah.
So,
hi, everybody.
hey. Yes.
Hi. Let's see, Brazy and Indigo and Echo and Seventh and my goodness.
And
Crazy.
Well,
Crazy.
And Barbie.
And Barbie.
Crazy.
Barbie.
Yeah. And Crystal. Hi, Crystal.
Crystal, Indigo.
Yes.
That's a lot of chat to go through.
I know.
Yeah. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice they took the time out of their lives to come to listen to us rattle?
Absolutely. The last couple lives with you and with your son, a lot of people were here, and boy, did he touch a lot of hearts. Let me tell you, I am so
good.
He was on, and eventually we will have him back. But for tonight, we've got Bodyillusion, we've got Ned, or do you prefer to be called Ned or Misha, or what would you like?
I was trying to hurry. Ned's easier to type in than Misha. I was being lazy.
It works. Because that's what I call you. Because then I never call it wrong. I never say it wrong.
Well, I call her Misha. I just love the name. I just think it's so unique and not.
It is.
And not typical, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't mind having somebody with a typical type name, but I really enjoy I like unique. You know, you look at my art, you know I like unique. It's not something normal. So
yeah,
I am.
I don't think we're normal. I don't think we're normal. No, I don't think any of us are normal.
No, we are highly normal. Yep.
One of these days, we'll get it to where everybody knows how to say the name right, though.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying the other day, it's mish, like fish.
Right.
You know,
I mean, I don't know that I really like that.
Well, no, but I'm not American, so I don't usually make a Michigan reference.
Right.
So, that's the other way she says to say it is like Michigan without the gun.
Right.
So,
yeah.
That or what I used to tell everybody is whenever I don't see them for a little bit, I miss you, Misha.
Ah, there you go. I like that. But yeah, for those of you who are afraid of not saying her name correctly, Ned is perfect.
Yeah.
Ned is great.
And I answered it even the bad words, as long as I've earned them. If I've earned them, it's okay. And I do that a lot. So
yeah.
and Ned, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah, it is my pleasure.
Yep.
Yes.
Ned, can your microphone come up just a hair?
I bet it could.
Okay, because I'm hearing Bodyillusion great. I'm hearing me just fine.
That's all that matters. That's all that really matters, right? Let's get real.
Well, I don't have my headset on because it wouldn't connect to my computer. So I'm not hearing people loudly in my ears. So yeah, that's anyway. Hi,
I think that made it worse though, didn't it?
Glad you're here. There we go.
Is that worse?
No, that's okay. You're a little echoey now, like you've got some reverb
yeah, I was
going
afraid
on.
of that. I'm going to mute myself and put my headphones on.
Okay. I love those pictures. I'm assuming those are all pictures of Christina on Misha's profile there. Those are great. Great.
Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful?
Absolutely.
But look, think of the stock that she comes from. You know, I mean, you know, when you come from good stock, there's nowhere around it. You know.
Yep. Oh, Brian, the party has started.
Okay, now we can start the show.
Now we can start the show. We can. Yes, I just want to buy some merch here. Let's play Wacko, my friends. Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Promo. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Let's talk about whatever we want. Yes. You know me. I just rattle about anything.
Exactly.
I know.
Oh, there she goes.
Okay. I know last time because I was a lurker.
Yeah.
There was quite a few questions.
Yes.
That were asked of other.
Yeah.
And he says, you may want to ask her. You may want to ask her. You know, so that's one reason why I'm here is because I want the word. I don't want to be silenced anymore. That's the thing. I don't want to be silenced anymore. And I want you to know what I see. It may not be what you see, but what I see and what I have dealt with, you know.
Yeah.
And
we all see our own children in such a different light compared to what everybody else does. You know, we see our children with disabilities as highly capable.
Questions already. Indigo, you are so cute. She's already questioning.
I have the idea when he was younger, or did it manifest more as a younger adult? Oh, gracious, we're starting already. Okay.
I told you. Indigo's quick with that keyboard, man. She's quick.
Okay, so I'm basically going to stay silent, and I am going to let Body just take her over because the theme today is the family dynamic, right? And as Mama, you are that heart. You're the heart of the family. And you were watching your baby, you know, just your baby grow and blossom and send out sprouts, apparently. So, yes.
What I was seeing.
Yes.
What I was seeing through just regular eyes was a child going from 2 years old to 3 years old to 4 years old to 5 years, you know. You know how people change, and that's what I was seeing. And then as he got into a teenager, as he mentioned, his shush, Seven.
Not that kind of question.
We don't answer those kind. We don't answer those kind of questions.
We don't go for the impossibilities. We aim for, you know, possible.
So,
okay. So as you're watching him grow,
as I'm watching him grow, and he's and then the hormones are kicking in. Okay, so you're getting in 10, 11, 12 years old. So then it changes a little bit. So, okay. So he changes a little bit. But he would get angry. Just angry. And what I would see him do was just run. He would just run. He would run for miles.
Okay.
And then he would come back and he would go, I go, well, where'd you go? And he goes, I don't know, but I found my way home. You know, he would just run.
Okay.
You know, it was just like just to get that tension out of him.
That frenetic energy. Yeah.
Yeah. So So that's the first time I noticed that time was being lapsed, lost.
That is such a hard one.
And, yeah. And then like you said, like somebody was asking him about if, I think it was you, Kim, asked him if there was any females, even though he's sitting there petting his beard, Right.
Like I said, I shaved recently, so yeah.
Oh yeah, I got. Well, we won't get into those ones that are takes the crowbar to pull them out. But now you're young. You won't get them till you know.
Oh no, I've had them a while. But anyway, we were talking about your son.
The most of the time when I see a female is like when he's on the phone. When he's on the phone, when he's trying to be very polite, when he's trying to be very cordial, all of a sudden this personality comes out. And we sit and giggle about it. You go, boy, you sound like a girl on the phone, and so what? You sound like a girl on the phone,
Yeah.
Me with his DID has really not really changed anything about how I see him. It's just different sides of his personality is the way I look at it.
I had for you.
Yeah, it's just different sides of his personality. And so one night, me and my stories, one night he was here because I live in between him and his haunted house where he was working at the time.
Oh, okay.
So he would come to my house to get made up, to do the makeup and the costume and the whole 9 yards. And he came at me after he got all made up and got the contacts in. And that's the reason he mentioned the contacts. Yeah. Contacts in, and because he has contacts that have the cat eyes. He has contacts. He gets really into it. He colors his hair. He gets really into it. But anyway, and he came at me so hard and so fast that's the first time he spooked me. And I said, "You spooked me." Oh, and he goes, "That's the reason when I said the performer in capital letters, that was the performer."
Yeah.
He didn't mean anything by it, but it wasn't in that context of the haunted house. It was just sitting in my living room. I was just sitting on my couch. All of a sudden, this creature came at me, Yeah. But when that's all I have to do is say, that spooked me, and then all of a sudden he reverts. Wow.
It's just a switch.
Yeah, him and I have talked about it quite a few times, and and I think he averted to it the other day, but they talk to each other.
Yes.
They communicate with each other. So like if him and I are talking and he says, "I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this." And I said, "We'll bring the strong man out."
Okay.
And then and then all of a sudden, poof, now he can do it. It's just like, a light switch.
You've known, or
I'm sure that's
How
kind of
many
strange
authors
to
did you
people,
know at
but
first?
it's not strange to us. We're weird like that. We accept whatever you are, whoever you are, whatever you are.
Right.
That's you. That's you. You know.
Yeah. So
We love
how
you
many
just
authors
the way you
did
are.
you notice at first? Was it only just one other, or were there 2 or 3 that you can put your finger on now looking back?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
Mm.
I have no idea. I have no idea. He could have 100 in there. He could have 2 in there. He could have
No, I'm
5 in
talking
there.
about in the past when you were first noticing.
When I first noticed,
Yeah.
all I noticed was the anger one. The anger
Oh.
one was the very first one I noticed.
Okay.
And then I noticed that I hope he's not watching. He's probably listening to this. But who cares? You know me. I'll just spit it all out. Yes, I hear you texting me. He would get feminine. If that's not a PC word to say. He would get feminine.
Okay.
He would just get feminine. He would all of a sudden he would just, have more female qualities to his responses and things like that. And so I would like, okay, that's who I'm talking to, and it wasn't really who I was talking to, and I didn't worry about that.
Right.
I didn't worry about that. It was just like, okay, now I talk to him this way.
Yeah.
Just like you do anybody else. Like if I talk to Ned, I talk to her one way. If I talk to Kim, I talk to her another way. It's just that's just the way it is. Yeah. I didn't, when he finally told me that he was diagnosed with it, I went, okay, that was it. Okay. All right. Doesn't change who you are. Doesn't change a thing. Who you are.
It's like somebody coming out as gay.
An answer to yourself,
Right.
Huh? I'm sorry.
It's like coming out as gay. It's like, well, yeah. And your point is?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
You're still you. You're still you.
I have a question about that.
Okay. Please.
There are different personalities, but altogether I'm still echoey. Altogether though, it is still, you have one son.
Right.
And so it's just, as mother, it's just different personalities for me. Like I don't know. I'm still stuck in trying to figure it all out.
Keep going. Keep going, honey. Keep going. I'm willing to listen, and I'm willing to help you through this.
Trying to figure out.
I mean, that's what I'm here for, is for people to understand that it's not contagious.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
it's who you are.
Your question, and I will. I'll bring up some of the questions and comments.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. So Crystal says, other restraints said some things last time that hit me really hard and helped me see some things in a better light. I really needed to hear what he said. And
I hope he's watching now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, if he's not, I'll definitely make him watch the replay just so he can see that. Yeah, he would love to hear that. He would love to hear that he can help, that he's been able to help somebody. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He helped a lot of people.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Even those comments were made even during his show here, his time here.
Mm-hmm.
So did you know about traumatic events, or that were happening to him over time?
What I was hearing.
Okay.
I was hearing. And when I would go, because you know me, I'm not shy. I'm not shy. I go straight to the source. Okay, what happened here? What was going on here? What was this? What was that? Oh no, this didn't happen. This didn't happen. This didn't happen. He's a liar. He's a liar. He's a liar. And he was always called a liar, which I think even put him more in pieces.
Yeah.
Because does that make sense? If that makes sense?
Totally.
Absolutely,
You know?
Yeah.
Even though I didn't believe them, I believe my kid. I believe my kid. But if the world is telling him or telling other people that he's a liar, you know, then, you know, after a while you start, am I really a liar? Am I really, you know?
Is it
You
really
can't even
real?
trust your own self.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Can you trust your own self?
Yeah.
So I think that was the biggest thing, because I would go straight to the source. What are you saying? What is going on? What is happening? I would go to a school. What is this? What is that? No, he's lying. This didn't happen. No.
Yeah.
And I'm going, I trust my kid before I trust you, because I don't know you.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know you. My kid wouldn't lie to me.
Well, yeah.
So.
Echo also asks, what kind of experience have you had with his other personalities?
Positive and negative. Mostly positive. He is a very positive person. Well, you met him. He's a very positive person. He comes by honest. He's not very reserved. But mostly positive. Every once in a while he'll come, and it's nothing like a switch and he comes. It's like I trigger something. And we all understand. Everybody in the chat, everybody in the whole wide world understands triggers. So you know I've hit a trigger. Okay, back off that trigger. I know, back off that trigger. Let's walk around that one. And we're fine again, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Totally.
Most stuff I don't make sense, but I'm hoping I'm making a little bit of sense today.
More sense than
You are.
think.
You are. Misha. Misha, have there been similar experiences from your side? Was there similar experiences that your family may have had with you?
Oh my God, yes.
Good question.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about your parents?
I don't really have a lot of memories of that, of my parents. But I do know that the girls, it used to drive me nuts. Every time that I would talk to a guy, apparently my voice would change and they thought I was just being uber flirty. And I'm like, how dare y'all? Why are y'all say that? You know, I just didn't understand it. And with my different moods, I had different sounding the way that I sound.
Okay, is that what you call it? Moods?
Yeah, personality is in like different moods. Yeah.
Other calls it alters.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that there was any separations like that. I thought it was all just me, just different parts of me. Like I'm just really, truly, as far as myself, understanding a little bit in that regard. Because I mean, I've talked to myself all the time. I entertain myself all the time. I laugh. I'm my best friend. I also am my worst enemy. And I like to play hide and seek all the dang time.
Conversation you have in a day.
Sometimes we go out there. But I mean, I just thought it was me. I really, truly just thought it was me entertaining myself, kind of thing. You know, as an only child.
Now, so is he, as you know, Ned. If I'm going to throw him out there under the bus. if you have questions about any of this kind of stuff, you are more than welcome to get in touch with him. You can get in touch with me. You can get in touch with him, whatever, if you have questions about any of this stuff. Because with all the other things going on in the world and in our minds, we can maybe slow some of it down a little bit, you know? Does that make sense?
Exactly.
Yeah. If we can slow some of it down, maybe we can handle a little bit more.
And when we can do that, we can do it with more grace and understanding and empathy and all of that, right?
Especially with other people. We come across other people and we're like, oh, I see that in you. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I see that. I see you going flippity flop, you know?
Yeah.
They don't do that, you know, but,
right.
But
well, that's one of the reasons why I don't go on, because it scares me. I don't want to have that happen and everybody to see.
Yeah.
The pictures that I have up there, those aren't, I heard y'all, I dropped my mouse and I have all this stuff around my computer because it's against my wall. So to keep it insulated, I had to put some wrap, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I heard y'all a little bit, and it's not Christina. Those are images of my picture and just different things. And that's how I see myself.
Oh,
wow. See how beautiful she is?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But every time I look in the mirror, I see different, though.
But Misha, you know, I keep one of these masks. I don't know if you can see it in this light. I keep one of these masks with me all the time. All the time. Every show, I have a mask laying right here with me because my anxiety gets so bad, it comes out in my face. And my face starts doing crazy things. Yeah. So it's best just to cover it up. So I understand you hiding behind your picture.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Even when you're not talking, your face has closed captioning.
Yes, it does.
So Crystal says he helped me to accept my Lynn in a better light. That's Crystal's altar. And be more okay with her being a part of me.
Good. So she has a name.
Yes.
So she has a name. Okay. Yeah. Other didn't like to name his.
Right.
Other's friends named his. Mm-hmm. You know. So he didn't want to name them because he didn't want to give them that strength. But
totally get that.
But I'm sure he explained that to you.
Yeah,
but I'm glad. I'm glad that hopefully you and Lynn can come to an understanding, you know, to a peaceful.
I've met Lynn a few times, and she and Lynn actually do get along very, very well. And I'm very happy. Lynn is definitely her protector, but she's not aggressive in any form at all. She's just very. It's just you see the animation of Crystal's face, and then suddenly she's a non-animated, no emotion, because she wasn't allowed to have emotions as a small child. So that was like, it's just like boom, there it is.
Oh yeah. In more ways than one. Right.
Sorry, Misha, you were saying?
I was just saying the boom, because I just caught something. The not being allowed to be. Holy crap.
Holy crap. What did she get you?
Just it's just epiphanies going off, boom, boom, boom.
Okay. Is it a good one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. As long as epiphanies are good ones, we'll take those.
If you're not comfortable sharing them, like right now, write them down. And you're a wise woman. Why am I telling you what to do? Anyways.
I love it when y'all say that. No.
but again, as like he was said, write it down.
Yeah.
Maybe other can help you with that, getting past the next step.
Yeah,
I don't know.
reconciling how things are working inside your own mind and
Yeah,
the manifestations.
because he's not shy about it. He's never been shy about it.
Is there certain situations that make the other personalities come out?
Yes.
Echo was mentioned, or not Echo, sorry. Other was mentioning, there's certain jobs that he's had where, like if he's in a customer service job, one personality comes out. If he's doing, of course, the haunted house thing, that other personality comes out. If he's doing things with certain friends, this personality comes out. So for him, it's
like when I said he talks on the phone, all of a sudden he's a girl.
Yeah.
They're going, hello, Mrs. Other, this is, and he's going, okay. He just keeps talking, like, if you want to call me Mrs., that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Go with it.
he goes, hello, hi, my name is Other Restrained, and I would like to speak with blah, 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 blah. That's not him. That's not him.
He doesn't use that alter's name. He doesn't use that alter's name when he's on the phone?
No. He uses his real name.
Okay.
But the voice is still,
He did introduce
very
us.
delicate.
Yes, he introduced us to who that personality is. So
Kitty?
he did give that person a name when he was here.
Kitty?
Pardon?
I thought her name was Kitty.
I thought it was Missy.
Oh, Missy. That's what it was. Missy.
Yeah, Missy for Melissa. Yeah.
So,
he was talking about that. None of his alters chose to show up. Perfectly fine. But it was
they did. Yeah, they did.
For him to describe
they did.
who they are, right? And that kind of thing.
Yeah, they did. They did show up. You just didn't see them.
Well,
I did.
Okay.
Not the strong, violent ones, or Missy or any of them, but you could see
just the shift in the eyes is what I saw.
Yeah, the struggle with the answers. It was like, which one was going to answer this one? Which one was going to answer this one? Which one was going to answer?
There.
That's what I was seeing. That's what I was seeing a lot of. Okay.
Yeah. And Seventh has a couple comments here. Mish, you are a village and a we. I mean, there's nothing about you that's a singularity, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Gemini, so
that's one.
Yeah.
So is he.
Really?
He.
Yeah.
I wondered that. I kind of got that off him.
Yeah. See, you picked up a few things off of him.
Yeah.
So that's another one you picked off of him. See, there's a reason you two met, so you two could meet.
I think so.
Life has a reason. Life does this.
Absolutely.
100% agree. Divine intervention has led every single one of us, in my opinion, every single one of us to where we're supposed to be right here, right now.
Yeah.
And I know part of it is for the village.
Oh, yeah.
I have no doubts of that. That's something I felt more strongly about. Didn't know it was the village, but I felt so strongly about that most of my entire life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love Seventh Son's comment here. Misha, we do not need to see you on screen. When you're not on screen, we could pretend you're our conscience like Jiminy Cricket. That's awesome.
I don't know that I'd go that far. I'd get you in trouble.
No, that would be cute. Now next time she comes up with her little picture, it's going to be Jiminy Cricket with her body stuck to it.
Yeah.
Oh, stop! Don't do it!
I'm gonna do
I'm sorry.
it. You already know.
I'm sorry. This is the reason we get nowhere on the phone anyway.
Right?
I'm sorry. I told this morning's show, I said, I don't think Kim's going to get a word in edgewise today.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm actually just watching. I'm the one watching the chat and picking out the questions.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. I'm glad somebody is.
Because y'all are the star of the show here. Actually, this direction. Y'all are the star of the show here. I'm honestly just here.
Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Back to reality.
That's right. So and what Indigo is
Yeah, there's another song.
exactly right. Your soul is a beautiful light, Misha. If or when if or when you want to be on screen, that's okay too.
You had to. You just had to. Thanks, Seventh. Thanks, Seventh. I owe you one for that one. I'm sorry. What was she saying? You're a beautiful soul. What? I'm sorry.
If or when you want to be on screen, feel free. Or if you don't want to, that's okay. Honestly, if you ever choose to come out and be visible on a screen without wanting to be on screen, give me a call. Give Indigo a call. Give Crystal a call. Any of us. Give Body a call. We'd be more than happy to. Absolutely, we'd be more than happy to just love on you and let you feel comfortable step by step. If that is ever anything you want to do. If it's not, we love your pictures. Love them.
I try to keep them entertaining.
I have to admit, that was the hardest thing, to put my face on the screen. It was one of the hardest things to put my face on the screen because of the agoraphobia and the blah, blah, blah. And you get that. It was the hardest thing to do. It still is. Right now, I'm looking at myself and I'm going, oh, God. I'm glad I don't have to look at her 24/7. But I get your point. And you be comfortable with you in
Absolutely.
Your skin. It's your skin, it's your body, it's your mind. You be comfortable in it. We're here for you.
Exactly. That's exactly.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry I stretched that out, but there it went.
Oh no, that's fine.
That's something
Indigo
that I'm
was saying
grateful
they
because
found
there's
that
always.
they were dissociating from watching DID channels and recognizing themselves, I imagine, in what they're seeing on these channels, right?
Yeah, it's helpful.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Thank you. Because as we know, not to be ugly, but as we know, anybody can put up anything.
Right.
Yep.
That doesn't mean they don't doodly squat about what they're talking about.
And mental illness.
just to keep that in mind, okay? Make sure they have some letters after their letters after their name besides DITZ, like mine.
Yeah, Misha, what were you trying to say?
Oh, just it seems like nowadays it's become trendy, certain mental illnesses, as far as becoming social personalities. Narcissism is labeled a lot more often, I think, than it really is. There's
everybody is one.
Factors. Yeah,
everybody is one. But
I'm like, crap. I'm just trying to figure out who I am, let alone,
Right. Well, that's the same thing that happened with, what was it? When I don't want to be ugly. I don't want to be ugly. Children are slower to progress. What is that called? What
delayed?
Is that?
Delayed.
No. It's autism.
Oh, I see.
All of a sudden, everybody was labeled autism. Everybody had autism.
Yeah, that one.
Remember when that was a big phase and everybody got that label? Now everybody's a narcissist.
A little bit more truth to it as well, because if you look at the progression of autism, it has like exponentially grown. And it's also, it's not nearly what we thought it was, because like it's not children being slower to grow so much. It's just they grow differently in the way that they think and behave and how they meet the world.
And they understand.
Yeah.
The way
a lot of times, a lot more so.
Yeah.
But it just seems like there's a lot more narcissists in the world too.
Yeah. Well, you're right about the autism too. I mean, there are so many more, but it's people are just now learning. It's just now so that we can come out there with it. Do what?
I said, look at poor kid. She just is like, okay, are you guys done yet?
I'm listening. I'm having fun just listening.
Oh, shoot.
Echo.
Hi, Ellen.
Doesn't know if she has different personalities. She likes to talk to herself, and she's her own best friend, which is that's all anybody can have, right? That's the best.
Echo.
And
That's
I wasn't allowed to be
beautiful.
myself as a child and never allowed to have emotions. That was my childhood as well. So yeah.
So you gave yourself a best friend. I think that's beautiful.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do. I think I think if they don't let you have one, by dang, go get yourself one.
Right. Make one.
And
that's
appreciate. I think that was a lot of me. Appreciate who I was with who I was, kind of thing.
Yeah. I think that's beautiful. I think that
Crystal, I love you.
Yeah. So Misha, I would be honored if you or Ned or whomever would want to talk to me and show yourselves to me. You're an amazing person, and I love you in all of your forms. And that is, I'm certain, echoed among so many of us here. You know, like
you guys are beautiful.
No.
Well, here's one for you there.
In my mouth, I'm sorry.
When you said that others
apologize, babe.
did come out, I also felt that because the aura was different and there are other voice inflections, small things. So Indigo sees auras, and that's a talent I don't have.
Okay, Indigo, if you're still here, what color is mine?
That's a loaded question.
Well, I don't care if she says black. I you know, if that's what the color she sees, that's the color she sees. We'll give her time to answer it.
When I was a young adult, I had a friend who could see auras, and they were saying that my aura was just sparks flying everywhere, like it was never ever
wonderful.
Just one. There was sparks flying everywhere.
Isn't that beautiful?
Said, so what does that mean? She says, well, chances are your body has not yet decided on who you are. And I'm like, okay, then.
You're sparkly.
So I am. See,
that's what I liked about it. That's what I got out of it.
Misha. Thank you. That's
definitely what I got out of it.
Holy Hannah. Minus 25.
Minus. Oh, but that's in Canada. That's yeah. She's in Ontario, so minus 25. That was like minus 18 for y'all. So,
it's too cold.
I'm sorry. When you say the word minus, it just, I'm a California girl. When you say
it automatically,
I just If it gets down below 40, I'm frozen.
Me too. I'm like a good 70. Anything lower than that, I'm a little bit uncomfortable. And
then poor Texas, you know, that's hotter than the Dickens is snowing. What the heck?
Videos. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you two, stop with your romancing. We're reading you. I caught it. Seventh, you and I are going to have to talk now.
Nick.
Anyway,
So Indigo says, I don't believe that everyone has traits. Just like anything else, APD has a scale with which narcissism falls under. And I don't think, or I think we have to not label everyone with terms because it will confuse, although there is the DSM, right? There is the Diagnostic Statistic Manual.
It does.
Yeah,
what's APD? What's APD? Okay.
APD, autistic person, no, antisocial personality disorder.
Okay. Yeah.
When I was diagnosed with bipolar, there were a few people, and I do mean a very few people, who were like, everybody's a little bipolar. You know, everybody has moods, everybody yada, yada, yada. What makes you so special? And I'm like, well, mine are just worse than others. You know, it's just, that's the way it is. They're more extreme than some others. So, yeah. And then, so there is a scale, but then there's a scale outside of what is considered healthy. Right. I'm not going to say normal. I hate the word normal. There's typical, and then there's healthy. And when I'm not in a healthy space, that's where we really see the high highs, the low lows, all of that in there.
Right. Yeah.
It's all about balance.
It is. It really is.
It is.
And Indigo,
and sometimes it's hard to find, even with us unbipolar people. It's hard to find, you know, because something will happen and throw us off. Thank you, Indigo.
And I believe, Body, that you have some blue, green, and orange too. Ooh.
Right. Whoa, aren't I pretty?
Yes.
I'm all kinds of colors. I'll have to look at
Do me next.
Why is I looking at this woman's booty?
Woman's booty?
Front.
It's her dress.
Swallowing.
Oh, it's her dress. It's the way it fits.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was turning around and showing us her backside, and I'm
backwards
like,
booty.
Oh, okay.
It's about balance.
So yes, medication totally. Without medication, I am not a person that I would want to be around. I'm not. I am all over the place.
Can I ask you how long you've been taking those?
Pardon?
How long have you been taking this medication?
I've been taking them since my daughter was about a year old, so about 23 years.
Okay. And they've been keeping you level?
Generally.
For the most part?
It takes time sometimes to, when I get a new one or I, have to switch some. Depends on my other health issues, right? When I went on insulin, I had to check out my brain meds. When I had to go on to like a variety of different other health issues, all of my psych meds had to be adjusted or just kind of watched, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
So then your mind's probably going like this until it levels off again.
Yeah.
Is that what you're
saying? So there's manic. Let's use the line of the paintings here, okay? So that's typical. Okay. There's hypomanic, which is kind of above typical. There's true manic, which would be like above the paintings. So above the paintings is psychotic manic. Below the psychotic is hypomanic, which means just under, right? Like hypodermic for just under the skin. And then there's typical. And then let's talk about down here would be depressed, like just feeling down. And then there is down here where it's super depressed, like suicidal. I have a friend who has psychotic depression. So she will actually see demons and like all of that stuff come out when she's down here. So that's kind of how mine works. But because I'm on medication, I don't live up here. Like I lived up in the hypomanic area for years and years. I would spend uncontrollably. I was reckless with so many behaviors. I was hypersexual. I was all of these things that
well, I'm sure your husband loved you, but anyway.
Well, he did. He still does, but He knows I'm doing well when that hits. So yeah. But no, medication though is the cornerstone for having my psychiatrist work, having my therapist work, having work, right? Unfortunately, then in 2015, my brain broke. And once it broke, although Kintsugi, thank you. Kintsugi is wonderful. It doesn't take away the break.
Right.
So my brain just broke permanently and I can no longer hold a 9-to-5 job. So I do this and I get to meet the most amazing people. Let me tell you, there's this one lady all the time. You can't shut her up. She wears red.
She must be talking about you, Ned.
I was thinking she was talking about me. Dadgummit.
Will you shut up, Glennie? Sarah, we don't need to hear from you.
Oh,
we already heard enough from you.
So Indigo says that there are meanings to the colors, etc. And it's...
Oh!
Yeah, so if you want to know the meanings to your colors, check out that website. Okay.
That's cool.
Okay.
White, pink, and
That's
light.
Carrari's. Okay. All right.
Thank
you. Thank you.
White water ripples. Ooh.
That's cool.
White, pink, and light blue. I'll have you
Ooh, that means you're nice and calm.
Apparently.
You've evolved from
that. That's what I understood. That the light colors were calm.
So seventh son has bipolar, and he finds the difference between his highs and lows and his regular personality moods. His personality always seems to have like a bridge attached, right? So I understand that. I really do. There's okay, sorry, I didn't tell you. The normal, this part in here is called euthymic. So when you're typical and you're in that average stage, it's called euthymia. So when I'm well, I spend a lot of time in that situation.
Okay.
As opposed to manic and depressed states, that's all there is to nothing to connecting him. Well, then he needs better management on his meds and with his therapy. How long has he been diagnosed? How long has he been, or is he on medication? Some people choose not to be on medication. I personally think that that's unwise. But, everybody is their own person, right?
Well, and there's so many medications out there. If that one doesn't feel right for you, tell them. Speak up and say, this one doesn't work for me. Can we try another one? Like when I went to my psychiatrist and I was out there in the ozone and he goes, here, try these. And he gave me these and I came back the next month and he goes, so how are they working? And I said, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I said, if somebody walked up to me and said, take this gun and go bang, bang this man right now. You don't know this man. You don't know this person that's handed you a gun. I said, I would do it. And he goes, whoop, we need to get you off of those right now.
Right, yeah.
So, but like others said, when I said that, I thought I was going to be straitjacketed. You know what I mean? No, but I thought he needed to know. He is the one that needs to know. So
absolutely,
you're your best advocate. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, I'll say more later.
Oh, we're almost an hour in. I think we're free to talk now.
I'm free.
She's been holding back.
I'm free to speak up.
Yeah, feel free. Don't.
Ned, have you had anything to say yet? Ned, are you even there?
I'm here. Can you all not hear me? I said you've been holding back.
Of course you can. Of course you can. Of course you can. Do you have any questions? Oh, I just lost the earbud, but that's okay. It'll be there when I get there.
So my mom says, this is my mom, by the way. Body. I don't know if you've met
Hi,
my mom.
Mom.
Yeah, her name is Mary Lynn,
It's always good to
otherwise
see you,
known
Mary
as
Lynn.
Mama on my channel. And so Crystal also says, sorry about that, Kim. Dad always did call me his radio when he was on the tractor because he would just chat and chat and chat and chat. So yeah. And Seventh says he used to love wearing his mood rings, so I was able to be grounded and know, but I was feeling my feelings or somebody else's. Okay.
Oh, so you believed in mood rings at the time? Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was the thing. That was the thing.
That was
At one time. That was, yeah. They still sell them. They still sell those ugly things. Yeah. Yes, they do.
They work beautifully.
Ugly, I like them.
When it's black, it means you're in a bad mood. When it's white, you're in a
and then there's green and blue and pink and
something wrong. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
did we miss any more questions? I'm sure Indigo had billions of them.
Seventh says, I didn't realize why I was feeling other people's emotions so intensely. And at the time, I didn't realize they were other people's emotions. Okay.
Oh, now we're going a different direction. Okay. Okay. Okay.
And Indigo's right.
So how... I have a question for you then, Seventh. How do you deal with that with your son?
Yes. That's a very good question. Yeah. One of the hard things for me was that because mental health was so normalized in our house, I was always open to watching for my kids and their emotions and such. And once they all finished high school and whatever, I was shocked to find out how much they had kept from me because they were worried that I would freak out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they were protecting you.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's kind of sweet. That's kind of sad that they had to do that, but that's sweet that they thought of you. They thought of you. You
most
know,
kids I've found do that though. I think most kids have. My kids taught me much more than I taught them, and I think that's a lot of it. We don't even realize it, but we are learning both directions. At least,
well, you've met my kid. He tells it flat out. Ma, you know what? You need to shut the heck up. Yeah, he's not shy with words when it comes to his mom. Anyway, but that's the way we've always.
Y'all are cute.
Yeah, but being intuitive is frustrating. It can be.
Yeah,
I
don't know. Yeah, he didn't answer that one. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, we even give you time. Indigo.
And Brazy says, Indigo, my intuitions are warning intuitions, and I don't like getting them. So it's like is it an anxiety? Like one shoe is about to drop? Is that because that's what my anxiety?
Or a red flag is considered a warning.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's like I get very anxious for multitudes of reasons, but a lot of it is when things go really crazy, really fast, and everybody's going everywhere. Even when I was a little girl, I think that was being intuitive because trying to figure out what people were thinking because nobody was straight up solid truth with me. And so then in school, all these other kids, and it would always be different emotions. And I had to learn that real quick because I didn't know what they all meant. And so I developed this like sixth sense of being able to read the room and read people and read way more than they would ever want ever to be known. And holding that and trying to balance that out with what is shown versus what I feel about things, because I've been wrong often. I'm always wrong. And so trying to...
You're not always wrong, honey.
Well, trying to keep it all balanced.
You can take that back. You can take that back.
Well, no, I know what she's saying.
Suck that back into your mouth.
She feels always wrong.
Yeah. Like, now I'll take that. Now I'll take that.
Yeah.
The feel in the front of it, I'll take that.
And with Indigo, I just mean that I've gotten visions or intuitions about people. Like I knew my friend was pregnant before she told me because I met the baby in a dream.
And I love that.
Isn't that cool? Okay, I got to tell you about the night that I met Rod Stewart.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, story time! Yay! I love story time.
So I had a dream one night, and I woke up in the morning and I looked at Douglas and I'm like, honey, I met Rod Stewart last night. He's like, what are you talking about? Well, this is what happened. I was in Hollywood in one of the hotels having a lovely brunch at a very, very fancy restaurant. And Rod Stewart came over. He's like, can I come sit with you since you're sitting alone? And I'm like, okay, cool. And we had this amazing conversation. I can't tell you all of what it was about because this is like a 30-something year ago dream that I had. But that in that dream, he said, oh, and I'm celebrating. I said, so what are you celebrating? My wife is pregnant. We just found out. And I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. That's cool. So I told Doug, I said, yeah, Rod Stewart's wife is pregnant, yada, yada, yada. About a week later on Entertainment Tonight, Rod Stewart's wife was pregnant.
And that's something.
Oh, how funny.
Isn't that awesome?
I love that. I love those kind of stories. I love those kind of stories. Yeah.
I met Samantha.
That was
I
a
knew I
good
was
story.
going to have Sam.
That was a good story. That was a good story. Yes. Yes.
Samantha was in my belly still, and I held her and was looking at her, and she had a onesie, and it said Sam on it, but it was a blue onesie. And so it was confusing because, you know, Sam, boy or girl, and I knew that I was going to name Samantha. And whenever I had her, they brought her back in the room, and she had a blue bow on because that was her daddy's favorite color, and he chose the bow. She had a blue bow. So, but
nice.
I knew I was having Sam.
See?
That's nice.
I like the name Sam. Sam was my very first nickname. Has nothing to do with my name. Nothing to do with my name. No letters in Sam is in my name. But this man decided my mom was single. So she had a boyfriend. And he decided to nickname me Sam. And I have no idea why. But so Sam is a very special name. So I just wanted.
Yeah. I'm kind of partial to it.
Seventh son says,
probably a lot more than me.
Seventh has always had a very strong emotional connection. But when my son had the TBI, so the traumatic brain injury, he was hit by a car, and I'm able to feel his feelings dramatically different since the accident. And I have a question for you, Seventh. Was it after this accident that your son was diagnosed with bipolar disorder? Because
good question.
It would not shock me even a little if that was the case, because that is one trigger for bipolar is a traumatic brain injury. So, okay. And Seventh continues. Barbie.
First of all, I'm sorry he got hit by a car. Let's start with that.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Brianna.
But he survived. We'll take that. We'll take that as a positive. No.
Okay, so
he was diagnosed before the bipolar.
Okay.
Diagnosed being bipolar about a year before the accident.
Okay. Sounds good.
So maybe exacerbated it.
Well, maybe. It sure wouldn't have helped.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep. Well, and you will have the markers for bipolar or any psychotic illnesses, if that's what you've got. You will have the genetic markers somewhere in your body at some point. It's something has to happen to flip the switch. So he was obviously then showing the signs of his disorder, and then the brain injury sure wouldn't have helped.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Would have probably flicked it on full bright, the switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate to hear that.
My mom was the exact opposite. When I was dealing with chronic depression, anxiety, suicidal ideation as a kid, it freaked her out so bad, and she shut down. She wasn't raised to deal with emotions. Absolutely, Brianna.
Okay.
Is it Brianna or Brianna? Let me know. I like saying people's names properly. It's a thing with me. I do sign language, and
oh, do you?
I do a little.
American sign?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know there's different sign language. So.
No, yeah, but yeah, ASL is basically what's used in Canada.
Uh-huh.
And it was ironically developed by a French monk. So,
well, there you go.
The grammar is based on the French language, which made it easier for me to understand more because I do speak French a bit as well. But as a kid in church, we would sing songs with actions and stuff like that, which also really helped. It also really helped because it's like, okay, I can picture this action going with this word, except remembering it's not just an action, it's a language. And because I sing, I listen very carefully to things. I can say thank you in more than 40 languages. And I've been told by everybody who has heard me say thank you in their language, you say it so well. And that's because I sing and I can hear the tones and the musicality to the accents and such. So I try really hard to get things accurate. It's maybe a little too much sometimes. I'm a little bit
I'm that way, and not the song part, but I'm that way in just like the intonation and the, what is it called? Oh, the word where you put your hand to your throat, syllables, things like that. It has to, yeah. So if somebody says something and I don't catch it, I ask them to repeat it back, and I feel like they're just being so rude to me if they don't repeat it back exactly the way that they said it before. If they change it up, you know, like to make it easier to understand, I'm like, no. Bradley does it to me all the time on purpose.
I don't know about you guys. I'm having a hard enough time with English.
English is
language at a time.
English is absolutely insane. We adopt
Crazy. Hi, honey. Hi, beautiful.
We adopt so many words from so many other languages. It's just insane. English is nuts.
Yes.
So,
yeah, of all the languages.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how much like I'll use the word tchotchke.
Yeah.
I use the word tchotchke all the time. And people will look at me going, what is the tchotchke? I said, it's the thing you don't want to dust.
It's a knick-knack.
It's a thing you don't want to dust. It's always dusty and you never want to dust it.
It sounds like a dance.
Yeah.
Do the tchotchke.
It does. Tchotchke. Yeah, let's do the tchotchke.
Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah,
yep,
there we go with the music again.
She wrote a song about singing.
I'm just going to highlight this here because Crystal's been around when I've done this. She does a really good job of it too. The surprise on people's face when Kim says thank you in their native tongue is awesome to see. And one reason why they're so surprised usually is because I haven't asked them what their language is. Because I've been around so many languages for so long, I can hear somebody's language and stuff. So
in their accent?
Yeah.
In their accent? Yeah.
Yeah.
You pay attention to people.
I do.
You actually, and that's a beautiful trait.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
7th. I wrote a song about singing I Love You and 100 languages.
And it's beautiful.
7th. I need to hear that. I really need to hear that. No? Why do I not need to hear that?
You can do whatever you want to with it, 7.
Pardon?
He can do whatever he wants to with it. Yeah, I know. I've heard the song.
Okay. Is it not good?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, I even stopped the song and went to Google to look up what this word meant because it was that word in so many different languages. Yeah, so he worked very, very, very hard on it.
It was impressive to see that many ways that there were I love you.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
When somebody buys a piece of my jewelry or something, I send them this card along with it, and it is thank you in different languages. And so it's just, and on the inside it just says, thank you for supporting my dreams, or many thanks for supporting my dreams, or something similar to that.
That's awesome. I always sing cards with my stuff too.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh no. I just have me. Me and my mouth.
I make up so many things. It's not even funny when it comes to languages. Whatever I'm in the mood to say, it comes out differently. Not even intentional.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So tell us a little bit more about your relationship and the family dynamic. Were you a single mom, first of all?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you're a single mom.
Okay. My mother was a single mother.
Okay.
So I'm an only child.
Okay.
My son is an only child.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a single mother. So it was woman, and then all of a sudden a boy. And it was like, whoa, okay, so how do we raise a boy? Which was so much easier, let me tell you.
What do you do with that thing down there? Like
yeah. Well, I hope he's not listening, but I was always curious why his nappy for some people, his diaper was always dry and his t-shirt was always wet. Until I figured out to point his yoo-hoo down.
There you go. There you go.
But live and learn.
Live and learn. I honestly would not have thought of that. I really wouldn't have. Wow. Okay. And my girls just had anti-gravity poop, like it was just up the back. Yeah. So,
I asked God, I was like, please let me have all girls. Because I was scared to death. I'd never had anything to do with boys. I didn't know.
Oh, I've had lots of boys.
And I didn't want a girl. I didn't want a girl. I didn't want a girl, and I didn't want a redhead. And so it came out a boy, and he is a redhead. He is a redhead. It's not red like yours, Kim. But if he gets out in the sunlight, and gets sun, his hair turns this auburn red.
Nice.
So he's got a lot of red highlights in his hair. A lot of red highlights. And his beard gets really red. In this light, it looks very, very dark. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and the lighting makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Like right now, I look white-headed, which is fine with me. I really don't care.
And like my hair back here is my natural color now. Okay. So that's probably very similar to yours, I am imagining, Body.
Yeah.
So if you're a hairdresser, I could give you the color name for it. But in the front is pretty close to what it was like naturally about 20 years ago. So
I tried that.
Yeah.
I tried my natural color.
Yeah.
Some time ago.
Yeah.
And not talking about you, Kim. I'm not insulting another. No. Except when I colored my hair, my natural color, every wrinkle in my face showed up. And I went, my goodness, you got old. Okay, let's not fight it. Yeah. Let's just give it a nice little, remember the rinse?
Yep.
I don't know if you did the rinse, but I do rinse every once in a while just to give it a little color bite.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. And I love rinse because then it washes right out. So if you don't like the color, it changes.
Exactly. That's right.
But that was a big thing. That was a big thing back in the 60s. Everybody bleached their hair, and then they would, and then if they were going out to eat or going out to a fancy restaurant, they would they would rinse their hair blue, so it would match their outfit, or they would rinse their hair pink, so it would match their outfit. So it was a big deal. It was a really big deal at one time. Okay. Okay, why are you in the chat now? Did you give up
I just
on
don't want to interrupt.
Oh, you can interrupt.
No, y'all are good. I wanted to ask a question because I didn't want to just blast it out.
Okay.
Well, Seventh is going to be putting his song in our village chat. And you know what?
Oh, I
Seventh,
love that.
actually, I have here's an idea. How about we
Sophia.
have a separate chat for village
Hannah.
chatting rather than, and then have one chat for chat about the village. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what we were going to talk about
Yeah.
in the meeting that we're going to have.
Yeah.
Okay, has anybody ever looked up this word, this macro? Sophia's name. Have you ever looked it up?
No.
She challenged me to look it up one day. And so every time I see her name, it just tickles me. It just tickles me. It's something you cannot say on YouTube without getting in a lot of trouble. Okay. It means basically, I don't care.
I don't give a rip, basically.
Yeah.
A rip that starts with F. Yeah. Got it.
And I went, that's the reason every time I see her name, I just giggle because I'm like.
Well, now I know. Okay, is that High German? Is it? Because I know a lot of people in my town who speak Low German. And so.
No, you have to ask her.
Yeah.
You have to ask her.
Yeah, Sophie, tell me how you would, what type of German that is in. Because.
Technically, basically.
Oh, she says you can't look it up technically because I made up that specific saying. Okay.
Well, if I space out it is High German.
Yeah.
If you space it out just right, it does spell something. But anyway.
Okay.
But it does spell something. But I understand that she made up the word. So,
Marilyn Lucas has a delightful daughter. Dinner? Have a delightful dinner. Okay. Fine.
I read it that way too, Kim.
I know, and we weren't invited. That's what I want to know. Why weren't we invited?
Yes, you're invited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just hurry up and get there before it's all gone.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was excellent.
I'm on my way.
Her husband's a really
good.
But
I know there was a lot of questions that weren't asked.
No, actually, I got all of the questions from tonight.
Oh, so we did get most of them?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I
okay,
made
so
sure
that's good.
I starred
That's
each of them. Misha starred a few of them, so that was easier. Thank you very much, my friend.
You're very welcome.
And yeah.
And Ned, thank you for being here. Really,
yes.
really.
Of course.
I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, because I was kind of
nervous.
I was kind of nervous, Kim.
You don't have to be nervous.
Well, you can see I'm so shy.
I know, right? Actually, I tend to put on. I mask, so I will put on personality, just to cover up my insecurities. So that is something that I have done my whole life. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I think a lot of us have.
Now nothing is in gold, nothing is in silver, nothing is in platinum. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna throw it out there, Ned, and you may hate me for life for this, but I'm gonna do it anyway because nobody has put any duct tape over my mouth.
I'm like, don't do it. Where's it at? Pull it out. Fix it all with duct tape.
We have been, the village has been working on a game night.
Yep.
So, the only reason I brought up Ned and I talking about it, forget the duct tape. What do you say? Forget the duct tape?
Gorilla tape is stronger.
See how much he loves me. He knows me too well.
And 7th, actually, we are wanting to get Indigo to do the masterclass for mods. because they are just phenomenal when it comes to moderating. So we're going to get Indigo to do a class for mods for anybody who wants to be a mod, anybody who wants to improve their moderating skills, all of that stuff.
I would love to.
We're going to take the weight off of Mish's shoulders. So, yeah.
Question for Indigo, since she's here.
Yeah.
Indigo, you're quite intelligent and very intelligent. Can you dumb it down enough for me?
You know what? Part of being really, really intelligent is being able to communicate in the communication style that your person needs.
Yep.
So it's not dumbing down, it's using words that you need to use to communicate.
If there's more than 2 syllables, I'm lost.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And 7th, I'm proud of you for that.
Yep.
When does he do it?
He hasn't blocked anyone in a month.
Oh,
But back to the game.
That's because you're always a lurker. He's a mod on my channel, and I think he sleeps through half of it because it's at my time, and his time is so different that it's like super early. His time.
7th, are you on? Is 7th on Pacific time?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I think, yeah. Yes, I do believe they mentioned in the chat where they were from. So, okay, yeah. Alrighty.
And that's the reason when I say something, I'll say Central Time. Now you guys figure it out. Central Time. Now you guys figure it out.
Exactly. We're in the middle somewhere.
That works.
So, yeah. I like to put my time zone because, I mean, when I first started doing this channel, I would just say at this time, and it wouldn't occur to me that they would think it my time. They would think it in their time. It's like, no.
Why can't you all just think like me? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's me. I've been late a lot of times because of that. I get confused on it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't push it. Don't push it. Don't push it, 7th. We know. And I miss home. So you don't have to push those words out there. Okay.
Speaking of game night, though, we are wanting to start. We're wanting to talk to everybody and see what they think. But Friday nights, we think would be the best. And if we did it, we could start out like me, Bodyillusion, and whoever wants to be a part of it. We can start out a couple of weeks doing it ourselves. But then after that, every channel that wants to can take turns, and we'll just go like on a schedule like that. And that way everybody can be involved. Everybody can have their channel and they can do it. And we can all just do like the traveling circus and go to each channel.
Sure.
And, go on.
And have it the same Friday night, the same time.
Same
and the host is going to be blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And,
but it'll all be on the village. So the chat won't have to do the hopping.
Right.
It'll just be as channels will be on the channel, whoever's hosting it, if that makes sense.
Thank you for explaining that.
Time ago, I put together a game day on Friday afternoons, and it was really well attended for a little while. But I think because it was only ever my channel, people got bored.
And that's part of the thinking on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And having a variety of games versus just the same game. Like I've got Trivial Pursuit for the 80s to the 2000s. And it's just that.
I would love it.
I've got all of the Trivial Pursuit questions that I could ask, and
I love
that kind of thing. So,
but this time, I think this Friday we're wanting to do Mandela effects, or I'm wanting to do Mandela effects.
You can see my face off. You can see my face. She said that to me, and I went like, "You want to what?
You want to do what? How many jelly beans?
How many syllables is that
word?" Yep. So Mandela effects, is that an actual game?
It's an actual phenomenon. actually.
Okay.
You've heard of Nelson Mandela?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so some people believe that he lived a long life. And after the arrest, some people believe that he passed during his arrest.
Oh.
And there is such a big change between the people on what they believe.
Yeah.
There's, Jif versus Jiffy peanut butter kind of thing. And it's just fun because it's things that we've long lived thinking that it's this way. And then all of a sudden it's totally different. Like Curious George doesn't have a tail.
Right.
And so I have my belief.
Why isn't the questions like that?
Huh?
Why isn't it fun? I mean, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but why isn't it silly questions like that?
Why is it silly questions like that?
Curious. Yeah. What does Curious George have a tail?
Well, I'm gonna
why isn't it a question like that? Yes.
I'm gonna make it fun though. I'm gonna have because there's one.
I'm sure you will.
In particular, the Scarecrow on Wizard of Oz. Did he or did he not have a pew pew? The pew pew pew.
Oh.
The Scarecrow?
I don't think so. I thought he had a little shovel.
Yes, indeed, he did. He had a pew pew.
Really?
Yeah. And so a little bit of education, a little bit of
Did everybody hear that answer? Did everybody hear that answer?
And yes, Berenstain Bears.
So when it comes out tomorrow, you'll know, or whenever it comes out.
And it's just one of those things that makes you say, wow, because something you totally believe your entire life has been this way. And now all of a sudden it's not. And it's just fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, just to kind of change it up because I don't think many people have ever done that before.
Yeah. And that's what we need to do. And with different channels doing it on those Fridays, they will have different ideas and different concepts.
That's it.
And so it will bring in different, instead of the same old blah, blah, blah,
Exactly.
Wheel of Fortune, kind of thing, So that'll be good. That'll be wonderful. That'll be wonderful.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
So anyway, I'm sorry I had to throw you under the bus, Ned, on that one.
Okay.
But I figured
all the time.
It'd be a little promo on that.
Yeah.
So they can be on the lookout for it and listen for it and be aware of it.
Yeah.
And
we'll be posting it. I also added the Facebook page for the village.
Yes.
Okay, good.
That way, that's where we're going to start putting a lot of our announcements, and also everybody that's part of the village can be posting their videos for when they go on live, and everybody will have one central hub to know where to go to so they can go to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Sorry, I was just looking at Alfonso's comment here. I remember back in 2009, some guy used a banana as a pew-pew under his shirt to rob a cashier. And then he got arrested and charged with armed robbery and destruction of evidence for eating the banana.
Now, there you go.
That makes sense to me. I would eat the banana just to get rid of the evidence. But yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I like that. That's a good one, too. So, Ned, are you okay?
I'm waiting.
Oh, there. Oh, yeah. I see him. But I'm really glad you invited me here, Kim. Thank you very much. I'm really
glad you came. Thank you so much.
Very much. It was wonderful meeting you. I wish I would shut up long enough for you would have time to talk.
One of these days, I'm sure. Yes.
But if Ben ever does the replay, okay, here it is, Ben. Here it is, eyebrow.
Yeah.
Okay, how stupid are we? Yes, we are stupid. Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
We're brilliant beyond belief.
Yes. That's the reason the last four letters of my name is DITZ. Because
there you go. Yeah, I just say that I have an alphabet behind my name and just none of it has to do with PhD.
Oh, that's nice. I like that one. I
Oh,
like
there's
that
him, the
one.
gun. Yes. Oh, wow.
He sure is. He does have a pew
I
pew.
totally forgot about that.
I didn't know. Yeah.
That feeling right there
I
is,
didn't
I
see
taste
it.
that.
Put
Yeah.
it that way. I was probably busy with the Cowardly Lion shivering because I loved him
Yeah,
the best.
I did
Because
too.
if
His
I
little bow
only
tie
had a
or lobo.
brain, you know. Oh, it was courage.
Has
It
any of
was
you
courage.
seen Wicked yet?
No, I want to.
Oh, it was so good. Oh, it
Is
was
it?
so good. Yeah. And it's a
Yeah, I'm not.
3-hour movie that feels like 90 minutes because
Nice.
there's none of that slow, just kind of coasting through life. It's all action, all involved the entire time. It keeps your attention. And my husband, who hates musicals, loved the movie.
Really?
So, yeah. And it's a
Yeah,
musical, let me tell you. So,
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I don't do movies. I don't. I mean,
yeah.
we do movies at home. Like we'll put them on, and next thing you know, I'm up washing dishes or scrubbing
Yeah.
floors or something, making noise,
Yeah.
so they can't even enjoy the music, the movie either. Or
Yeah.
we'll go to the movies, and within 10 minutes, I'm sound asleep. So I'm taking a $20 nap.
I used to love
So-
movies. I was a big, big fan of movies. Always
Yeah.
Well,
was.
this movie, it's really good in person. If you have like a little computer screen and you're sitting fairly close to it, that'd be great. But the really best experience was in the movie theater because
in the theater.
because it is so expansive. If you're sitting close to a monitor, it would feel that expansive, which is nice because you're only this far away from it, right? But no, watching it say on a TV or whatever at home, unless it's a really big TV with that theater experience,
The
you know,
surround
I would
sound and the
suggest
whole 9 yards. Yeah.
exactly, yeah,
IMAX.
and exactly. The movie that just came out, it's part 1 of 2 parts because the musical is 6 hours long.
I love
So
musical.
yeah, exactly. Like the
My
Broadway
niece was
musical is about
she
6
was
hours long.
Yeah, she was
I'm
like
sorry.
in that. She
I
was
would
all
have
in
to
the
go wee
theaters.
wee before it was over. Excuse me, can you stop the show? I have to go wee wee. I'll be right
They
back.
don't do that for me.
Yeah.
Heck yes. I have it also. If anybody would like to see it, I have a copy. So just
Oh,
let me
okay.
know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
movie. I can't wait for the next one to come out. Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
god.
this was a wonderful show. I am so glad. And Ned, again, I want to thank you for being here. I know it wasn't planned for you being here, and I know you were here for support, like
Anytime.
always. And I am so glad you've taken the time out of your day to do this.
I am
be here.
honored that I was able to.
Yeah, yeah. And Kim, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It was very sweet. It was very sweet. Very kind.
We'll have
very
to have
kind.
you and your son on at the same time at some points. Let you two
Yeah, we
swap
will.
stories and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, when he's feeling up to it, let me know. I have openings. Basically, I can't find my calendar. Anyway, my calendar, my
This is good.
February is pretty much open. So
Okay.
yeah, let me know. I'm on
yeah.
every Tuesday, every Thursday at 6 Central. When the time zones change, like when time goes, time change in the spring, I will then be on Mountain Time because I live in Saskatchewan and we don't change time zones or times. We change time. We don't change times. We change time zones. So right now we're the same time zone. We're in Central, and in spring we will be in Mountain. So it will change.
Yeah, that confused me. It confused me very greatly because I didn't know that you guys did that.
If that's the way it is, that's the way it is. You know.
I love that Crystal knows my house. Kim, the calendar is on the floor in the dining room close to the window. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Crystal.
She was at my house last night, so she knew where it was.
Okay. All right.
Yes, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments and questions. Those are so appreciated. The interaction is what keeps this fun, right? So absolutely, we are so glad you were here. Have an awesome day. Enjoy the intro and the outro of my my channel. Mish made it so good. Okay,
thank you.
But honestly, it was running through my head all day. So
it is one of those tunes that does that, isn't it?
It is.
It does still to me too.
Your intro, I was doing one of these things to it.
I know.
It just gets you going. It really does.
Yeah.
When Misha wrote it, he asked me questions about, what I'd like, what I wouldn't like, yada, yada, yada. And she just captured it so well. And she came back with lots of different varieties. And then I was able to choose from those varieties which ones really struck me. And she and I had the same opinions on the same songs. Like we were right mind for mind there. It was great.
That felt good. And
so
also,
easy to
just
work
a little
with you,
fun
Ned.
fact. Just a little fun fact. I added part of Kimberly's voice to the mix.
Did.
So when you hear the song, the singing, part of it, it's got her frequency in there. Yeah, it's got her voice.
Shh.
Don't tell everybody. That's a trade secret, y'all.
No, she took snippets. She took snippets of some of my devotionals. And so she took that and she was able to use my voice to train her AI to a degree. No,
she is amazing. She is amazing when it comes to stuff like that. She puts herself down for all the time for that, but she is amazing when it comes to stuff like that. She is.
Yes. Well, my husband has arrived home and I should probably go spend some time with him. So have an awesome evening, folks. Enjoy. Thank you for me. Read along with the lyrics. It goes along with the song. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Love y'all. Mwah.
Mwah.
We come from different paths, but we're not alone. Carrying stories in the shadows, aching to be shown. Through the pain and healing, together we will rise. With every open heart, we see through clearer eyes. You are my brother, my sister, my friend. In this space, the broken pieces mend. No hate, just love and hands to hold. A place where every soul is bold. I'm my brother's keeper, I'm my sister's guide. Standing here together with nothing left to hide. We lift each other up when the world feels torn apart. We're keepers of the flame, we're the healers of the heart. Some come with scars, some come with dreams. In this circle, we're more than what we seem. No judgment here, just voices to be heard. Through laughter, through the tears, we find every word. I'm my brother's keeper, I'm my sister's guide. Standing here together with nothing left to hide. We lift each other up when the world feels torn apart. We're keepers of the flame, we're the healers of the heart. land. We're stronger as we stand, hand in hand. With love in our hearts, we heal this land. With love in our hearts, we heal this land. I'm my brother's keeper, I'm my sister's guide. Together we'll find peace, no need to hide. We lift each other up when the world feels torn apart. We're keepers of the flame, we're the healers of the heart. I'm my brother's keeper, I'm my sister's guide. Our sister's guide. Together we'll find peace, no need to hide. We lift each other up when the world feels torn apart. Well, we're keepers of the flame, we're the healers of the heart. We're keepers of the flame, we're the healers of the heart.